Have you ever wondered what humanity's last stand would look like? Not against a familiar foe, but against something truly ancient, something that predates the very stars we gaze upon. This isn't just a story of survival. It's a saga of defiance, a testament to the stubborn, unbreakable spirit of a species that refuses to go quietly into the cosmic night. Imagine a sky that no longer obeys the laws of physics. It twists, it contorts, and with a sound like shattering glass across the universe, the gravitational chains holding our reality together snap free. Through this tear in space-time they descend. Beings of impossible grace and terrifying power, drifting toward the last bastion of humanity like fallen gods. They are not invaders in the traditional sense. They are more like a force of nature, a cosmic reset button. On the scorched earth of a dying world, Commander Isabella Munro watches them come. Her face is a mask of grim determination, etched with the weight of countless battles. Around her, the remnants of the United Terran Defense Force scramble into formation. These aren't just soldiers. They are engineers, scientists, and dreamers, all that's left of a species pushed to the very brink of extinction. Hold the line! Munro's voice cuts through the rising panic, a beacon of clarity in the chaos. The human energy weapons are the first to speak. A symphony of concentrated light erupts from the defensive lines, searing beams of pure power lancing through the darkened sky. They strike the descending aliens, and for a heart-stopping moment, it seems to work. But then the impossible happens. The light beams don't burn or explode. They simply disperse, shattering into a million harmless fractals of color, like light through a prism. The aliens don't even seem to notice. They continue their serene, inexorable descent, their very presence a mockery of humanity's best efforts. Panic begins to ripple through the ranks. How do you fight something that energy itself cannot touch? But humanity has a secret weapon, one forged in the crucible of desperation. Adaptation. Munro's mind races, processing terabytes of data from the failed volley. She sees the subtle shimmer around the aliens, a distortion not just of space but of time itself. Switch to temporal resonance. She commands, her voice broadcast across every comm channel. Target their time frequency signature, sync and fire. Across the battlefield, weapons are recalibrated. It's a desperate gambit, a theoretical strategy that has never been tested. The gunners lock onto the shimmering fields surrounding the aliens, their targeting systems struggling to comprehend the paradoxical data. This time when the weapons fire, they don't just shoot light. They shoot moments. The blasts are synchronized with the minute temporal distortions the aliens create, designed to resonate and amplify the dissonance. The effect is instantaneous and utterly shocking. As the temporal blasts connect, the aliens recoil. A silent, psychic scream echoes through the minds of every human on the field. For the first time in their ancient, near-infinite existence, these cosmic beings feel something they have long forgotten: pain. The serene, godlike expressions on their ethereal faces twist into masks of disbelief and agony. One of them, a towering figure wreathed in nebula-like energy, falters in its descent. The temporal resonance tears at its very being, unspooling its existence thread by thread. It begins to dissolve, its form flickering between past, present, and future. It crumbles not into dust, but into fading fragments of light and memory. Its millennia-long story erased from the universe in a matter of seconds. The remaining aliens halt their advance. They hover in the sky, their collective consciousness reeling in stunned horror. They had witnessed the birth and death of galaxies. They had navigated the void between universes. But they had never encountered a species like this. These humans, so young, so loud, so fragile, had somehow found a way to wound them. This impossibly determined, fleeting race had just killed one of their own. For the first time, the gods felt fear. Aboard the flagship Aegis Dawn, orbiting high above the fray, Captain Rowan watches the tide of battle turn. He clenches his fist, a flicker of hope igniting in his eyes. The temporal weapons have bought them time, but they are not the final solution. The aliens are wounded, but they are not defeated. To win this war, to secure a future for humanity, they need to do more than just fight. They need to change the very battlefield itself. The enemy is reeling, Rowan announces, his voice steady and commanding. They are vulnerable. It's time to reignite the Dawn. Activate the final phase. On his command, the Aegis Dawn undergoes a breathtaking transformation. Its hull plates shift and retract, revealing a colossal machine nestled within its frame. This is the Stellar Reclaimer, humanity's ultimate feat of engineering, a device with a purpose so audacious it borders on blasphemy. It wasn't designed to fight aliens. It was designed to reignite collapsed stars. Below them, the planet they fight on is not just a barren rock. It's a cosmic graveyard, orbiting a dead, collapsed sun that was snuffed out by the aliens eons ago. This cold, dark system is the source of the aliens' power, a font of negative energy they draw upon. The Reclaimer is humanity's answer. The massive device detaches from the Aegis Dawn and begins its descent. It plummets through the planet's thin atmosphere, its reinforced hull glowing white-hot. It doesn't land. It impacts, piercing through the planetary crust like a celestial spear. It drills deeper and deeper, bypassing mantle and core, pushing through the cosmic mud and ethereal sludge left in the wake of the dead star. Its sensors lock onto the faint, dormant heartbeat of the buried sun's core. "We have a lock," the chief engineer reports, her voice tight with anticipation. "Core integrity is stable. Ready to initiate energy surge on your mark, Captain." Rowan takes a deep breath, the weight of his species' future resting on his shoulders. "Do it," he says, his voice barely a whisper. "Bring back the light." Deep beneath the planet's surface, the Stellar Reclaimer unleashes a torrent of energy. A concentrated pinprick of pure, raw power. It surges into the dead sun's core, a defibrillator for a star. For a moment, nothing happens. The silence is deafening, and then a tremor. A deep, primal rumble that shakes the entire planet. Light erupts from the ground. Not the scattered, weak light of weapons fire, but the pure, unrestrained fury of a newborn star. Fissures crack across the planet's surface, venting plasma and solar flares. The sky, once a canvas of twisted darkness, is set ablaze with the brilliant, golden light of a sun being reborn. The darkness that the aliens commanded is vaporized, burned away by the incandescent dawn. The aliens, caught in the blast of a resurrected star, scream. Their forms, built from shadow and temporal paradox, cannot withstand this pure elemental force. The light is anathema to their very existence. They are consumed by the fire, their ancient bodies unmade, their power dissolving into the solar wind. Aboard the Aegis Dawn, the crew shields their eyes against the glare, their faces illuminated by the new sun. They have not just won a battle. They have reclaimed a star system. They have taken a piece of the universe that was dead and given it life again. Commander Monroe stands on the surface, her armor glowing in the new light. The battle is over. The sky is clear. Humanity, on the edge of oblivion, had faced down gods and relit a star. They had proven that even in the darkest corners of the universe, a small, stubborn species could bring back the dawn. The war was far from over, but today, they had earned their future, one star at a time. This was the moment humanity truly went interstellar. Thank you for watching this epic tale. If you love stories of humanity's unyielding spirit and grand cosmic battles, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. See you in the next one.